The fuck aircraft here. Oh, you gonna die for sure. Oh, that's a mark, man. was that all about, bud? What a fucking cock-blocking torpedo shot. Now your torpedoes are gonna hit, dude. Dumbass.
Attention stations. I see foes. Prepare to fight. We are surging. This cruiser is not our problem anymore. I sense victory. Ho, ho, ho! I sense victory.
Oh, it's Megan.
Fighter in the air.
style. 2 more and we done. Game over. What's good? Chilling, bro. What's good with you, bro? How's your motherfucking Sunday morning? Sunday Monday? Or Sunday, wait till Monday? What you talking about, Chad? What's good? Shit, man. Chilling. Chilling, man. We be chilling. I be working on the dailies, dude. That's all. But you see it down there at the bottom, right? I got my duck patch and my duck symbol, so thank you, J-Jitsu. Got 6 games later today. Going to the tournament today? Tourney today? You getting ready? It is kind of early for you. 5 o'clock. Getting ready, bro? Get your coffee or whatnot, your breakfast, your daily news, maybe your daily cartoons. What's your morning routine, bro? My morning routine is wake up. Nice. 30. You think someone's gonna stream it today? You think anybody at the house will have a camera with a live feed? That's what I want to see, man. Man, if you do see someone with a camera, ask them what their shit is. Oh, not at the tournament? Yeah, bro, because it's all sponsored, right? Sponsors don't want that kind of publicity. What's interesting is a lot of them motherfuckers be posting they short clips. So it's like, they might say it's no recording, but there's recording going on. It might be under some stipulation. Yeah, that makes sense. So you're asking motherfuckers they gonna drop that Pulse fucking hybrid, man. Why only one bowling store get those balls? And why that ball sell out within a couple hours? Oof. Love the whole line. Wow. The orange one? What's a power piranha core? Does it look like a piranha? What does that core look like? Does it look like a fish? Mr. Wildcat got a power core. Couple of Billy Red, did they run a Barracuda or some shit with the piranha? There's like a bunch of fish versions. Not positive. It's going to 6 brands. Interesting. So, in retrospect, there's not enough people to buy these brands when their brands are lacking the sponsors. If that's the idea of, I've never seen nobody be like, "Hey man, buy a swag ball. They're fucking dope," or "Hey man, buy a DV8 ball. They're fucking great." Like, maybe these people are not the best sponsors for the ball. It's not a Belmo ball or fucking Simonson or a Troop ball. It's not none of them motherfuckers, man. And even then, I think about it for the brands that are up and coming, you just need to be handing out these balls. They had like 55 balls in the lineup. That's a lot of balls, bro. So, talking to the pro shop guy, he goes, "Man, they dropped like 300 some this last year, right? Or 400 some odd balls." Not all the balls you want, but more balls than you could imagine. Let's see how many balls they dropped 2025. Yeah, so they lie, man. There is no official census. But when the pro shop dude says there's over 400 balls, John, I'm like, damn, that's too many balls to choose from. So that's when, like, each brand will drop 100 to 130 balls per year. And those are the Brunswick Storm Motive. It wouldn't even tell you what hammers drop, you. So it says Storm products drop 25 to 30 between their brands. Okay. Brunswick drops about 50 balls between Hammer, Brunswick, Ebonite, Columbia 300, Track, Radical, and DV8. Hammer leads the huge hits Blackwater 2v1 and the maximum effect. Columbia 300 saw a resurgence in their top speed and explosion lines. So they're primal ghost and evoke hysteria for motive. And so the swag pyramid in California bowling dropped about 3 balls, 30 balls globally. If that makes sense, Chad. Each company dropping about 30 balls. That's a lot of balls to be picking from. Brand names. And even then, what is California bowling? Have you ever even seen this brand? My buddy that stopped by yesterday, or the day after. Yes, Friday. Friday, dude wanted to buy a bunch of those swag balls, and I was like, dude, I've never seen anybody post no videos, and if they are, they're kind of hidden in between the Storm, Columbia, Hammer, all the other brand ambassadors, dude. It's hard to make a choice. It's hard to listen to thousands of people's idea of this ball. Maybe that's the idea. You don't have the money. Maybe watch somebody. Let's see what balls they're suggesting for 2025. Mm. Mm. I'll have to check it out. Mm. Mm. Let's ask. Let's ask him. Mm. 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 Wow. Mm. That's wild. 220 Bullard Bowl 377 today in league? Is that what you just said? Hmm. Interesting. Damn, that must have hurt. Chad, some people really struggle on a house shot. High rev motherfuckers have no containment zone at a 44, 40-foot sport pattern, right? If their ball is expecting sport patterns for the house shot, maybe that's the idea of some surface or polishing your balls is so important for tournament play. And it goes back to the conversations that we had about would you bring these balls in to the house if they know they want to do whatever, you know? Like you don't want to struggle with the gear that you buy, but you kind of picked the ones that you felt comfortable with. And when the comfortability leaves your hands and leaves fucking 710s, it's probably difficult to go to your bag. Yeah. You're not a professional, bro. Maybe that's the other one. A lot of these people are amateur at best, if not intermediate. They would not be shooting on a house shot if they were pro. Maybe that's the other one too, bro. It's like for these guys to go to state, you're throwing the rhino and the fireball. Interesting. Anytime I see someone throw the rhino teal, I know that they are expecting higher revs into the pocket, throwing down 35. Maybe that's the idea of I've seen motherfuckers throw down 25 to 5 and they come back. But yeah, just saying that ball's got a weird track line. Maybe that's why I don't have any rhinos, no fucking, no piranhas, none of that in the arsenal of balls. Um, Thinking about it now, uh, I might go have the guys at the pro shop drill a 1 to 2 pin, real monster. I feel it needs to go pinned down and see where that bitch goes. I also want to kind of um, bring them. It's like a 4 to 5 pin. Not sure if it's the assassin It's one of the expensive balls. I'm not sure if that's where I feel the next lesson throwing down farther. Do you think you would like the Gremlin tour? Yo, so I looked at that bitch in the motherfucking pro shop the other day. This shit looked nice. Um, but at the same time, Chad, I've only seen my buddy Patch throw the original Gremlin. And the Gremlin was angry at certain parts of his game, but he's also throwing two hands. So, your inconsistency relies on two hands compared to three fingers. Maybe that's the other part about two-handed bowling. Oh shit, Chad. Oh. Yeah, what was the newest one? I want to see what that new, I'm not sure if it's worth buying the newest maximum effect. I feel like that bot might just be too much for me. Um, Even though that the effect I do have is decent at times. When I throw it down, just roll it off the hand. But when I give it some hook, man, that bitch really take off. And it's uncontrollable. Maybe that's the other part about some of these bowling balls. They're so aggressive. Yeah, so the tour, I'll go tour for League third game. Or maybe the stealth mode. Stealth mode solid. I really like the songs. Just the way it deflects the pins in comparison to a hybrid or I don't know, something about a solid cover stock just smacks. I've always liked the aggression solid in the 2.0 Black Widow hammer. Um, what was the other one? So I bought the 3.0 Poison. Was that it? Yeah, the Poison. And that one was a solid core. Had that one drilled PAP, and I feel that bitch don't do nothing good for me. So maybe Monday I give it some surface and bring it back in and see what it does. But I feel like some of these balls, it just need a fine tuning, and it'll run numbers like the other balls. But throwing threes. So that was the funniest part about the Sting. Had the string drilled PAP regular, and it's a skid and flip cover stock. So I was thinking more of let's skid this bitch and then flip it into the pocket compared to um, continuous roll. You know, feel the skid and flip at times. Watching these old people do that shit, I'm like, ooh, motherfucker just skid and then flipped into the pocket. But even then, you said you got your bionic benchmark. I'm gonna have to go look at that, dude. I have not seen anybody in our league with that new ball, but I watched a motherfucker grab one the other day that kind of practices similar to me. So when he was throwing it down the middle towards five. So like 20 to 5 or 25 to 5. I'm not that comfortable in throwing the ball out that way, but with some of my other gear, I feel this year I've gotten more comfortable with shooting towards five or one, you know? Because I know the ball will hook. If it take a look at that last board, where the board's really dry. Mm. 3.0 line was the Black Widow series. So Josh's 3.0 is so aggressive. Maybe that's so. We asked the AI the other night what ball he needs to bring for his 3 games, and they say put the 3.0 up, bring the 2.0 hybrid. Yeah, just saying some of the shit makes you think outside of the box of buying a bowling ball. So with the Zero Mercies, I just purchased them just because the dude was asking me, "Hey, do you want these balls? And if we sell them to you, other people won't buy them from us." And I go, "Okay, but you gotta give me a deal, you know what I'm saying?" Coming out of like almost $400, $500 on 2 balls. It's hard on a motherfucker. What? Where you got league fees and whatnot, you know? Um, and for me not to even use those balls, kind of goes back to buyer beware. Then you might not have the preparations or care for this ball, and it's just gonna sit in the hall of balls, where no one wants to play with your balls. No one gives a fuck about how cool that ball was when it dropped. You know? I feel that's hell. Mm. Yeah, so I am so curious on. Now, let me ask you this, Chad. As a storm buyer, would you have bought the concept over the Bionic and went benchmark? Or even PAP? You know, I just have so many uh, ideas of where this ball would play in the bag, you know? Whether it be first game or really aggressive, you know, line cutters. Is the Bionic an ASIM or a symmetric ball? That's the other thing too. I don't want to be buying balls that I can't even be using. You know, like I feel half a buyer. Would never see the land. Mm, yeah, it is the buy. Yeah. See, this is where I have a great feeling for symmetrics because it's a smooth fucking shit compared to angular shots. Those angular shots are just uh, it's hard to maintain. It's a hybrid. What cover stack that the IMX has? Mm. Just looking at the concept of like that bitch got 1,000 grit. And that motherfucker gonna eat up Lays, dude. I'm like, wipey on 1,000 grit. That bitch gonna be soaking up oil. Cause any urethane done like at 1,500, right? And if you're really, I'm just thinking like the level, 1,500. Yeah, nibs. Trying to figure out the right ball would be the best call. Yeah, so this week we bowled the Watsons. We need to look out for Gene and the whole team as a family. They all feed off each other. Well, if one person is hella bad, they all kind of fall through the cracks. My buddy tried throwing it today. Right before getting to the fit. 5-3. Whoa. Yeah, but they're doing well, man. Shit's turn. She gonna go the far left instantly. And it'll be crazy if you could get down the middle, bro. Who's Tim? You're tired, but you're Tim. I'm Tim. Hey, Tim. Hi, Brian. I know you tired, but you got a league tonight. Bowling, motherfucking tournaments. So, can't be too tired. I'm Chad, I just said that. Yeah, it's alright. We know who is, man. And what you about? Yeah, needless to say. Hold on. Somebody on their league said they would suck they dick. Was it a female or a dude? That's weird, bro. Ain't no one ever said that. Haha. A dude said he was sucking another man's dick. Wow. But even then, that's a hard one to do. I don't care who you is. That's weird to me. But here's the funny part. I get that idea of where they believe in you to shoot three, but you don't. Like you might have the front four, front five, front six, front seven, front eight, and then you're gonna fuck off, dude. Something in your head says, nah, man. He said, what is this? I time machine? Hey, bro, it's Groundhog Day. Every day you get your dick sucked at the bowling alley. That would be the wild one. Wild one. Hey, man. You shoot 300 and get your dick sucked. Fuck yeah. Now, fuck you, whatever your name is. If that's the funniest shit, could you imagine it's some toothless fucking bum in the back? Hell no, dude. Hell no, dude. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, another man want to go down on another man. That's a little weird for League. I might want to leave this league. You know? He said, to the time machine. Hit the buttons. I don't know, Chad. If it was a bitch, that might be something different. Like, I know if Josh threw 300, there would probably be maybe a handful of bitches that would want to suck that motherfucker up. You know, maybe that's the idea of ain't no old lady as me. And my lady ain't do that shit, man. So what the fuck? But still, we went on the ring, man. One of the homies today, I'm not sure if it was like within the last couple weeks, but it had another house. Homeboy shot 300 and 800 series and got double rings. I thought that was pretty cool. It would double his average. Holy shit. Alright, so there's a couple that me and Josh said, hey man, that lady really love you for that. So there's a video chat on my Facebook, and someone posted the celebration video, so to speak, offside of where we left the camera, you know? Needless to say, I was giving everybody hugs, high fives, but that makes sense. Like some of these old ladies was holding on for dear life. Like, give me the juice, give me the 300 juice. I'm like, it's all in you. But for y'all though to come in and practice, that's all. You can't give me a day, I can't give you an hour. You know, you can't give me an hour, I ain't got no time for a second. If you ain't got no segment, you was out your mind. You know? This polished shit, man. This polished shit. This motherfucking thing, man. Pointed to the motherfucker like, hey, I believed in myself first. I did the work, man. And now I get to celebrate. It's all you. I love you. I love you. Not all, but some of that. Smack the boats. I feel you will. Did you go to the house or did you go to your house, dude? You gotta kind of check out the house they use bowling. I hate to be the guy that's like how I feel about my practice. I didn't see. I ain't gonna bowl on this next week. Let me get a couple games in, dog. See how I shoot. What balls I do want to bring and what balls is not the ones. You know? Mm. Yeah? Did you like it, bro? Was it the house that you imagined it to be? Like, tournament house, big house, big commissary, big everything. You know, that's a problem with fucking bowling staff, dude. I feel they hire they hire the worst and fire the best. But here's the other part too. The people that are really there for the love of the game, they kind of have a laxed idea of bowling and work. Like, I'll be honest, dude, the best dude in town is a mechanic at the house, and he's lazy as fuck. He could care less for the motherfuckers bowling right now, because he knows he's best. You know? I would just hope your best is doing your best at job instead of best at bowling, man. Like, if you can't give me my ball back in a certain amount of time, but you was at the front desk drinking your soda and having a snack, I get it. But you could do that in the bag too and go get my ball. Now, when I make the call to the fucking front desk, they look at me like, hey, give him a second. No, fuck a second, bro. Should have been back there. The craziest part is snack bar motherfucker could bring that food back there. Am I wrong, Chad? For saying like, man, where the fuck is so servers lazy or really committed to getting what you need when you need it. And if you don't need it, they're gonna leave you alone. They're not gonna bug you for some upsell shit. And if they do, they trying to get no tip, man. That tip could go towards your money if you don't ask me for some shit I don't want. Like, I don't drink, so if someone asks me if I want some beer, I'm like, hell no. Hell no. Do you want a drink? Yeah. Let me get a soda and a water, you know? Let me get some chicken nuggets with some well done French fries with all the sauce on the side. So I like my shit dipped my way, not the way this motherfucker gonna do it. Convenience factor too, Chad. It's a convenience for them to act like bitches. Uh, so they are poorly trained. That is the other one. They took on a job they had no idea how to run a point of sales register. Um, Talking to some of the staff, they've gone to training where they spend a whole week or two before they even get the job to work the front desk. And it's all in a mock fucking business setting, you know? So if the mechanics gotta work on the mechanic shit, it's a fucking makeshift bowling alley. Or, you know, maybe they're just using it as a training center, so to speak, you know? Not positive, but I'm like, how the fuck do they hire this front desk dude, but he gives me one lane when I ask him for two? You know? Like, you cold-hearted motherfucker, there's no one here. But yeah, you gonna give me one lane and the two people next to me two lanes, you know? Like, there's no consideration to the idea of bowlers' expectation to the shit. Yeah. So here's the craziest part. They hired GMs, they hired AMs, assistant managers, they've hired front desk shift managers. Um, the funniest part is Jacob at the front desk is kind of like the shift lead. Not sure if that's the idea of he wants to get paid hourly, not salary. You know, so like taking a step down in the corporate world kind of changes your pay grade. So in corporate at Bolero, you can work 60 hours and only get paid for 40, bruh. So imagine being a mechanic getting paid salary, but you hear blood, sweat, and tears for the years making bare minimum, you know, with no hopes of getting a bigger tip or like you're never gonna see that in the back end of the mechanic shop, you know? It's nothing but grinding grease and motherfucking um, callbacks, you know? The front desk and the customer service representatives up front, those are the face. That is the face, like the face of the bowling establishment. If they don't have that, bro, that just diminishes the value of the body of bowling. You know, whether it be the arcade or the bar, the snack bar. I just think about how certain houses have a great entertainment but poor customer service. You could go bowl great, but your ball will come back fucked up. Um, they won't fix your ball, but some places will fix your car. Um, some people will, treat you like you own the place. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's the thing too is if they're in cahoots with corporate as a shared owner or a I don't know how to put it, like a ghost investor, you know? Like they might have some other idea of what they want, be it for the concession stand or bartenders, night hours, open hours. Maybe that's the other shit too. It's like some of the houses here are all family owned and ran. So like if you want to go see somebody at Tucson, well, they've been there for like 30, 40 years. They're going to be on their last heels and they're probably grumpy as fuck. Yeah. Just thinking to myself, it doesn't take a lot to run a bowling alley, but if you don't have the right people, it's not going to run well compared to okay or good. You know? Um, when I worked at Brunswick, we had how many fucking we had 5 mechanics, and there was 2 on job at all times during the day. So, not sure if it was early morning, 2 showed up to do heavy mechanic shit while the house was closed, and the other 2 stayed at night to make sure that the machines were well maintained and they were working on the machines that were broken down. The shit was weird back then. And I think about maybe it was due to Brunswick's corporate style of, hey, we want you to go to, mechanic school, know every part in that machine, and if you can't find it, you can makeshift the fucking part. I'm not sure if that's how some of the house has been jimmy rigged, like whether it be the console, you know, where you're typing in the name. Some of these consoles don't even work, bro. Like someone has punched in so many times to where it's no longer visible or no longer punchable. I would hate to work at a place like that where your management micromanaged the smallest shit and wasn't really worried about their job, but they were worried about the dumbest shit like, man, I hate that guy, or I don't like working with them. It's never a positive in that setting. I can only imagine um, doing a 9 to 5 where I was mopping and cleaning up of fucking drunks and messy fucks, families, little kids. If that was your job, go work at Peter Piper, you know? Become the piece of pussy. And be the fucking, be the rat Chuck E. Cheese was. Even then, that one's a wild one. How the fuck they make a mouse or a rat Chuck E. Cheese, bruh? Corporate as fuck, dude. Don't work for even though corporate pays you way more money. Hey, there are some more important things than fucking the wood, bro. Wouldn't you rather have AC? Wouldn't you rather have some other shit like a new console, new scoring system, new overheads? I'm not sure, man. I think about it now, like some of the places have burnt out fucking chairs. You know, like the accommodations are lack in the comfort zone of, damn, yeah, I ain't clean no chairs. Chairs look like someone doo-dooed on 'em or fucking spilled some soda. You know, it's like, how the fuck are you supposed to bring your family into some shithole like this? Mm. So that was the other one that people griped about at our bowling alley. The handicap can't even park in the handicap spot because there's too many handicap people. So the handicap got to park way out in the back and have to walk 100 feet, almost 100 yards type shit times, you know? When 100 motherfuckers park in, you got to remember each parking spot is like, what, 8 feet, you know? 8 feet plus, what, 6 feet, 8 by 6, you know what I'm saying? The parking lot bigger than the bowling alley. The craziest part is old lady in wheelchair, old lady in walker, old lady in cane, carrying their ball, man. It's almost painful to watch. Like I have to stop what I'm doing and go help you. Let me make sure you get there all right, you know? Um, like with little Chrissy, she got a big ass 3 ball bag. She got her secretary shit and all the extras for league, you know? So it's like, man, yeah, exactly, bro. You have to stop and help. 9 times out of 10, none of these motherfuckers at the bowling alley, they are so ready to go home after getting their asses kicked, you know? Barely anybody staying late just to chop it up in the bar, even fucking post bowl afterwards, or just practice. None of that. They just go on home, bro. Hey, they don't even want to grab the door. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? They all go out the fucking sliding glass, the sliding door. The front sliding doors. Ain't giving no fucks to who's behind them or who's in front of them, dude. It's really sad. But in the times that I'm there, I'm aware of what's going on around me. So if some lady need help putting her balls in the back of the truck or back of the van, I got you. I'm taking fucking 10 balls to the whip. You know what I'm saying? Like let me drop what I'm doing. Let me take your bags and put them in real quick. Like old lady Mary Webb, the one that we bowled last week. She's one of those ones. Her mama, 90 years old. That's one of the ones. I wouldn't be doing it for Tom or Mike or Dan, Doug, but If they had asked the motherfucker, hey man, you mind helping me out to the car? Fuck yeah, bro. Like you, Chad. Hey man, I bumped my knee. Fuck yeah, bro. I got you. You know, no ass. Don't ask me shit, man. I got you, bro. Yeah. You know, that shit gotta bother some people. Look at this man. Look at this man. No, look at you, man. It ain't gonna help. Maybe that's the crazy shit. The other day at the dispensary, the dude asked me for a quarter, and I ain't had it on me. All I had was hundreds on me. You know, and I almost gave him a dollar too, but I was like, man, when I come back out, I'm gonna give you a dollar. Needless to say, he was running across the street, go get some shit. I feel someone walked out and gave him some type of money. But I think about the times that you miss out on helping motherfuckers, bro. Like they ain't willing to take the help that you willing to give. Man, it's alright. Like the missed opportunity, bro. They don't want to take your kindness for weakness. Like, he had to go get that 40. You know what's so funny is that dude was fucking super fucked up. Like he looked like he haven't slept in days, haven't ate in days. He smelled like fucking Reed Park Zoo. Like a goddamn elephant's fucking ass, dude. Like he had 20-foot bum power, dude. Like you hop out the car, that motherfucker smelling your shit. Flies going around this motherfucker's head. Cause he got like a pillow head, fucking dreadlock, fucking head, dude. I don't understand what the fuck I think. But I looked at homeboy, he looked at me with his pirate ass mouth. He said he got quarter. And I said, nah, man, ain't got no change. But when I come out, man, we'll see. The funniest part is, when I came out, he was gone. It was great to watch me. Yo, that's the best part, dude. I would love to talk to somebody that said, hey, man, you bowled great today. Ain't no one ever say that shit. Maybe my team do. Maybe, Tom and some of the other guys say, hey, John, you fucking kicked ass tonight. And those are the guys that I appreciate. I'm like, man, you took time to watch me out of your game? That's crazy, man. We was watching you. You know what I'm saying? We was watching you on camera. And even then, half the time people don't even realize that they on camera. I mean, for the select few, they come in and say, hi, man, it's because they want to see themselves on big TV. And I'm nowhere close to being fucking fancy fucking bowler, dude. I'm just having fun. And if I can't have fun, dude, then I must be doing something dumb. Yeah. That's gotta be fucking one of those things that makes your team hard to beat. hard to compete against because you're that good. That's the best part about bowling, brother. Honestly. Yeah, if that's what you enjoy the best, Chad, I know you're doing what you love, bro. That's the best part. Yeah, dude, you're the best spear shooter. Hey, if we can't hit the spear, we're not gonna spear squid. And that's the fucking game, man. I would rather be a better spear bowler than a motherfucking strike bowler. Anybody can throw some strikes, bro. And then by that, Josh can throw strikes, you know? Uh-oh. Anybody can shoot the strike. Just need to go. That's all. Can I go back to you want to smoke boats? Smoke boats! Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Fuck them. Right, Chad? Fuck them, dude. Jeremy is a beast, but you can't find the mind to shoot 500. You know, you need to tell him, we believe in you to shoot 500. Now, when we downplay the high score, we kind of set a ceiling for that person. So when I tell Josh, I believe in you to shoot 300, he shoots 268 and fucks off 2 frames. You know, it's all right, bro. I've seen Brian shoot fucking um 5 or 6 in a row, fuck off 1 frame, and then clear the rest. These are my teammates that do their best. The girls, I feel the girls, once they lock in and stop fighting themselves or each other, they're going to be great too. Just saying, I have no choice in my team and how my team plays the game, but I can evaluate the vibes. You know, like, hey, Shelby's hurt, Josh is needing more work, Ryan's fine, Michaela's fine. I'm just gonna have to grind this one out for the people that are falling short. Maybe that's my support, you know, as an anchor. You know, I have to see it how my first motherfucker do. I gotta cheer him on just like I would cheer the last motherfucker. That'd be me. Gotta cheer myself on, dude. Can't be so hard on myself too. The craziest part, Chad, is yeah, we have to put the bad shot behind you. It's the next frame that will make your game. And when you keep that the split or nigga the one spare shot that left one, you know? Um or two. Shit, I've seen a bunch of fucking interesting spares. And the one thing I can tell you is if you was prepared for that shot, you would be more aware of how you cleared that rack, of the attack of the ball. Hitting that angle or scooting that pin over, barely shaping it. I think about the spare shot that I shot last frame to win by one pin. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, John? You should have tried to hit the other two instead of hitting the crazy splits. I feel like in this game that we played, we could have fucking cleared the rack and came back to blow them up, Not by much, but still gave them, one game, so to speak, but not by a whole lot. I would hate to let a team run away with their high handicap, especially if they're better players. I'm gonna pick 2 through 6 from the 10th one game. High series. So, if we couldn't pick up that spare to win the game, man, that one might be like the one that makes you want to stop bowling. A 2-6, that's crazy. Yeah, big splitties. Some of those ones make me think like, man, we pushed right through the head, missed 2, shot 3, all the way around, smacked 10, cleared 5, I'm not sure if you left 6 wobbling, or maybe 2 wobbling. But I'm like, damn, I've seen those too. And I'm like, damn, dude, look good. Look good. And then I throw another one. Little light. Yeah. So, what was it the other night? Some pin done scooted to a different pin location, and we just kind of like, have fun with that one. Wasn't ours, maybe it was mine. I think about every frame as the first frame of more to come. As dumb as that sounds. The funniest years of the team, we laughed and just had a good time. Yeah, that's what I can say about this one. Last year's team was on some bullshit, bro. So goodbye to them. I wish them the best in high scores to come. But other than that, man, the shit that they pulled with the other team was not bowler etiquette. Like, dude, I feel that was some power struggle of some other type of shit. Must have like just because your fucking teammate is going through a divorce, you gotta kick her off because she's going through it mentally. You can't support her just because her husband used to work for you. Maybe that was the offset of the bowling with them fools, man. I would hate to be that person. You know what I'm saying? It would hurt my heart, dude, to know that not only my team didn't want me, but they hated me. You know? Like the old ladies team, they hate Kent. And that shit really hurt me, man. That's why we had to put on hurting to them when they didn't have Kent. I was like, man, this is for that old man, dude. You don't get to see us fuck these old people up. Damn, nice, dude. How did that go? Was it good talk, bro? Like catching up type shit? I know some of those things are so difficult to go through, knowing that their relationship has kind of fizzled out, but your relationship with that person is still relevant. Like you still care about it. Those ones are so fucked up, so fucked up. So for someone to pick sides in the divide of that relationship, the support and care value is important for your sister. But at the same time, Mr. we know Mr. for a long time. We know his character. And for both people to have some issues, whether it be mental, physical, emotional, spiritual needs, like on all the levels, some of these people have um, previous damage from a relationship, and it takes a lot out of the new relationship to understand what that person has gone through to support them in whatever endeavor, you know. And so, for instance, did the dude know she had a fucking farm? Did he know all the stuff that you knew? You know? Is that is that like some shit did you know that he loved your sister, bro? Like there's so many questions. Now, was it your sister's decision or his decision? You know? Different sisters. Oh. Chad. Thank you for clarifying. I would hate to put your farming sister in that position. But you said, um, for a large family to go through um, sibling relations, right? Let me tell you, bro. There were times where um, my brother said, fuck my significant other and delete that motherfucker." Okay. There's been times where my little sister said, "Fuck that motherfucker." And I go, "Okay, are you okay?" You know, maybe that's the idea of um, your brothers and sisters relationships. So anytime one of my buddies has a problem with the relationship, I gotta look at both sides. Not only what he tells me, but what did she tell you? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's two sides of that story, dude. And for y'all both to destroy the bridge and collateral damage the village of people surrounding y'all, maybe that's the idea of some relationships hurt, others idea of that person's character. You know, whether it be infidelity, drug abuse, um, lying. You know, I think about that stuff a lot. Like half the people in rehab had some type of past trauma due to a relationship, whether it be boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife, family member, or a stranger. That one was the other one that made me understand that these people are going through some shit and they can't necessarily manage or obtain their feelings in a chaotic setting as what they're going through. Only see that sister about 2 times a year. Haven't talked since Christmas. Chad, I want you to just tap in, bro. Man, see what the temperature's like, bro. Um, this is important as a brother from another to check in. Check in, make sure she's okay. Was was the ex-husband okay? Yo, buddy okay? You know, like these are so many things that I had a bowling buddy, Robert. He was going through a divorce. He was with his bitch for 14 years, man. Married this bitch like straight out of high school or some shit. Funny as fuck. As soon as they moved to Tucson, she had lived in a small country town. Needless to say, she started seeing other dudes. And the other dudes were not the dudes that my buddy would like her to be around or be with, so to speak. Needless to say, they had to break shit off, and my buddy went crazy, bro. Almost on some crash dummy shit. Needless to say, I had a long conversation with him. Like, hey, your 14 years with her are now somewhat done. Now it's your job to kind of move on from where you feel emotionally wrecked, nigga, to fixing your shit. Mm, yeah. So, people have moved on. There was a time where I was engaged. And the funniest part is me and my buddy Chris had a conversation about that shit the other night. Because he's about to leave his lady and go move to Minnesota. And the craziest part is, this is another chapter of Chris's life. Isn't it good? She's like the drama. So some women like drama. They 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 kind of gaslight the drama. They like keeping shit in the shadows. They never want to shed light on how they're feeling. That's the idea of, I know my lady going through it. And the one thing I gotta tell you, babe, hurry up and fucking call me. Stop playing with your fucking dumbass. That shit really bothered me. Even then, when I call her, I get put to a voicemail. So it's like, I'm not going to, bitch. I'm not gonna complain. I just want to hear what you got to say. You know, if that's the idea of open communications, then relationships are so important. Um, being honest with yourself. That's another one. If you can't be honest with yourself, man, you really need mental help. Because if you lying to yourself saying that this is okay, you're fucking seriously mistaken. Yeah. So that was the funniest part about my little sister. My little sister found out um, they was getting engaged, and then the dude broke it off instantly because she acted a fool. Needless to say, dude, um, my dad got so upset he wanted me to go look for dude. A grown ass man telling another grown ass man to go look for somebody is crazy. But it affected my dad so negatively. I had to tell him, hey, old man, sleep on this shit, because what you got me on right now is wrong. You know, like why would I go harm somebody that we used to like, love, care for? How dare you talk like that? If that's the idea of, man, we can be upset, we can be frustrated, mad, angry, whatnot, but there's a time when you need to chill out, bro. Maybe write it down on a piece of paper to elaborate your frustrations with this relationship. Maybe that's the love letter of um, goodbye. You know, some people might have to say goodbye to their loved ones because it's no longer love; it's just strong. Like Josh's lady did. She said some shit to me and him today. She goes, "I hate you," and walks off. But at the same time, I felt like whatever she was saying was not her original self, you know? Felt there was something else that was bothering me, you know? And it goes back to most of these people have had a kid together and they are somewhat at a point in their life where they don't see eye to eye. Maybe that's the understanding of people don't get along. They can have arguments. They can have fucking confrontations with no expectations. The saddest shit, dude, is like for someone to hold on to the resentment of past, they'll never work on the future. Yeah, that's sad when they block your delivery. Let's be honest, dude. A lot of my exes still reach out, but they're not relevant now, dude. If they're just there to check in on me, make sure I'm okay, that's fine. But other than that, dog, we don't have any conversations that are like, hey man, how's your kids? Gee whiz, they're still fucking up. Good lord. You know? Um, I keep them in my prayer. Other than that shit, ain't no one give a flying fuck what who you dating, who you fucking, none of that. You know, that's you made your bed, you can sleep in it type shit. Get it, time you out, Chad. Oh yeah, you gonna take a nap? Get some sleep, bro. So it's good chopping it up with you. Let me know how you bowl tomorrow. I know you're gonna do well, bro. Practice pays off, bro. One thing let me tell you, perfect practice pays off. purpose with the practice. Hey, dude, whatever happens tomorrow, I expect good things. That's all. Have a good one, bro. Get some sleep. That's it for the night. Till next time. Go smoke some boats. Don't be like them fools, man. Until next time. Have fun. Do something cool and tell me about it. Until next time, like and subscribe, share and comment. And if you don't, it's okay. It's free.